New York got to get off of this drill phase.
It's just genuinely not
good.
It's not even about music no more. It's genuinely just like, haha, I killed your brother. Spit on his grave. That shit is like not even. It's not fun. Like, it's fun for the niggas that's dancing on the grave, but like, what about me and my motherfucking lady that got all dolled up? We want to dance to some nice shit.
What's up, y'all? I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the We Want More podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante Morris. Welcome, everybody.
Pepsi, he is on the left of me. He's actually relaxing on his blanket. So
he's being good. I gave him some apple slices.
Yeah, he's a toddler. Mm-hmm. So you got to chill him up with some apples or some snacks. But we on episode 78. 78. Please be sure to subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to this on, whether that be on Apple or Spotify. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to that. I hope y'all see me looking good, freshly shaved head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I enjoy this. I enjoy cutting my hair now. Just being frugal, saving money, and also like just having that feel like I understand why when women get out of a bad relationship, like it feels more freeing.
What, to shave your head?
Yeah, like I feel like
women shave their heads?
Yeah. You never put a woman through some shit?
They made her shave her head?
No, I'm saying like when women when they let go of like the bad energy, the toxicness. Just starting over.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. I've shaved my head before, and I was like, damn, I would keep doing this if I had the right like head shape and shit.
Yeah, I feel like Jada at the end to set it off.
Yeah. You look like you on the bus looking at all your dead friends in the past. All your dead follicles.
Let me see. Also, as always, scroll down, give us 5 stars on whatever platform you listen to this on. If you got some words for us, please do leave a review. That'll definitely help us out. That'll definitely help boost us through the algorithm. But also, we joke about it, but I wonder, on a serious tip, the numbers kind of do matter. Because you know how people be like, you ever had somebody hit you up like, yo, when you gonna come perform in this city or when you gonna do this? And it's like, you kind of need the numbers to reflect that.
Yeah. I mean, I could book some shit in a city right now. That don't mean anybody gonna be there.
Yeah, so no, but then also like to the bookers, they need to see the numbers. Like, it ain't like the 90s. Everything is like metrics and analytics based. Yeah. So like people will hit you up like, yo, man, how come you ain't put together a tour? It's like, nigga, you don't think I want to?
Yeah, I would love to go somewhere and start incite a riot.
Yeah, so definitely if y'all listen to this, man, don't act like you gonna give us the 5 stars. Actually do the shit this week. Give us that 5 stars, leave some words. Even if it's something as simple as, hey man, I love listening to y'all. I'm saying it don't gotta be all intricate, but yeah, make sure y'all leave a review. I'ma fuck y'all up. And no, the threats are still coming. Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't leave a 5-star review, you're a cop.
Yeah. But other than that though, how you been? We took a week off, just like scheduling. Been busy, had a bunch of shows. How was your week?
I've been good, man. My allergies are just fucking all over the place. It's annoying. I don't like sneezing. But if you feel so like helpless when you sneeze in front of strangers and they be like, God bless you, and you keep doing it, and they're like, all right, nigga. They're like, how many times you gonna do this shit? I feel like I'm just like their little baby for a minute.
No, the worst is like when you sneeze and you driving.
When you swerve?
Yeah.
I think I got pretty good. That always would scare me. I hold my sneezes in when I drive, I think. Yeah. I can't remember like the last time I like swerved from sneezing because it's terrifying because it's like my eyes are about to close.
Yeah, like especially like when you when you driving, you sneeze and then that sneeze let a fart out. You be damn near about to explode on the road. Yeah.
I got a fucking tea kettle, just all the steam coming out of you.
Yeah, but also before I forget, next week we won't be here because I have a trip. I'll be performing in the Bahamas next week.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just I'm gonna lock myself in a room and meditate and find myself. So when I come back out, I'm gonna be a different man. Yeah. Hopefully when you see me, I got like a beard that looks like I was in a coma.
Yeah.
I'm trying to grow it. I can't grow a beard, but I'm gonna try again.
Shit. I mean, that's a good problem to have.
Not being able to grow a beard. I mean, I still have to shave. So it's just like,
cause shit, I grow a beard, but I can't grow that.
well, I mean, I'm also fucking 27. If I keep the stress off me, I'll be able to keep it. So we'll fucking see. Yeah, I don't think I got the genetics for like body hair. I'm basically like a fucking like a dolphin with an afro. Like I can grow a little bit of fucking hair on my face, but that's about it. I don't even got hair on my balls.
Not at all.
I'm still waiting to hit puberty.
Let me see what else. What else has been going on? Other than that, oh, you said you finally saw Sinners.
Yeah. I feel like everybody's fucking going to see that. That's like the only movie probably this year or even last year that people were actually excited to fucking go see.
Yeah. And are you a movie person?
Oh yeah. I'm like anything that you could be a nerd about. I'm basically a fucking nerd.
I mean, like, do you be seeing the movies that be nominated for Oscars and stuff like that and Golden Globes?
Yeah. I just watched fucking. You ever watch Nora?
No.
It was nominated. I think
It was winning everything.
It was winning a lot of shit. But it was really good.
But when I be watching these award shows, it makes me realize, like, damn, I don't know white people at all. Even like. You know how like
you mean like you don't know you don't know who these actors are.
Yeah, like
I thought you were saying like I don't know white people as a collective.
No, like if you put me in a room with like Sabrina Carpenter, Katy Perry, like all of them, I'd be like I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
I know who Katy Perry is. I don't know who the fuck Sabrina Carpenter is.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't know white people like, or even how like a white celebrity would die and it might be like you might know them. Like, remember the old white guy? He was like the head elf in the movie Elf with Will Ferrell.
Oh,
yeah. Like that's how I knew him. I just knew him as like the nigga that Will Ferrell sat on his lap.
Wait,
but
that's not Gene Hackman.
No.
That's it was a couple white guys that died, right?
I don't know.
Who's that guy?
They be dying, but. but everybody was talking about he had this legendary career. And I'm like, yo, I don't know nothing this nigga did. We done took it far from Sinners, but what did you think about Sinners?
I thought it was really good. I thought that the theater experience, like certain movies, it's like I didn't need to go to fucking theater to see this bullshit, but I didn't feel that way at this movie. I saw it and I was like, I'm so glad I'm in the theater because there's a musical sequence. I fucking hate musicals, first of all.
Same.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that whole like entire musical thing. I hate musicals. It's not because I think they're like gay or anything. I just don't like them.
Like what do you like? Do you like the black movies that do musicals? Like, have you ever seen shit? Since we talking about Q-Tip, you ever see Prison Song?
No, I don't like that. Type of shit.
That's but like the black musicals are like
I'm not even gonna name the ones I don't like because I'm
like Carmen.
I never seen it.
Beyonce, Makai Pfeiffer, but it's just like one of the movies.
Dream Girls.
Yeah.
Is that technically a musical?
No, because
didn't they sing to each other like in the scenes though?
But in that one. I look at like musicals where it's like it's just a regular ass story and then they just pop out of nowhere, like a nigga just be sweeping and then all of a sudden he just starts singing in the store.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, but that music scene was definitely dope. And was people talking in your theater?
I was talking. Nah, I just can't shut the fuck up. You know, that's just who I am. Yeah. But I didn't say a lot. Every once in a while, I would like whisper to my girl some bullshit. But it was good. Nobody was talking really. Everybody there was like people were paying attention. Something funny would happen. They would chuckle.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good movie. I thought you got some characters that we haven't seen before. There's just a bunch of ideas that we never seen all in one. Niggas, twins, vampires.
Niggas gotta put some respect on Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
because I've always hated the whole talks of Michael B. Jordan can't act.
He was good in that, and
Nigga been acting his whole life.
I'm a hater, so if somebody do something wrong, I'm on them. But I didn't. He didn't. And Michael B. Jordan has done some performances where like it might take you out of it just because it don't feel like he's the character, and you're just like, I'm watching Michael B. Jordan right now, or insert other actor.
Yeah.
But I ain't feel like that at all. I feel like the nigga was on point.
Yeah,
he was playing two characters,
which is like tough when you
three
know
low key because he was like the other twin, and then there was the other version. I don't want to give it away, but like there was there was layers to this shit, and I thought it was cool.
Yeah, and you know what I really liked? I guess kind of like if you haven't seen it already, kind of skip through this, but what I really liked was the
wait, no, is this a spoiler you're about to give away?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay. Fast forward 30 seconds from here.
No, it might be more than that, but
fast forward. Just turn the episode off. Fuck it. We'll just give up. We don't want to do a podcast anymore. We're tired of this shit. There's no fucking money in it. I'm quitting comedy too. Fuck it. Nothing matters. No, sorry. Go ahead.
No, so what I like was, how when everybody outside was like getting attacked, becoming vampires, right?
Right.
And the character Omar Miller, what was the name of his character? Let me actually pull up. Let me pull up the Center's IMDb. And this is actually going to be nice to pull up like an IMDb page where everybody has their pictures. Delroy Lindo.
Oh yeah, of course. He was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
as usual.
Yeah, he bodied that role. But Omar Miller, his character Cornbread, right? Remember, like he went to go use the bathroom, and then he was saying like, "Come on, like let me in."
Yeah.
Right, and they was like, "Why you need to ask us to come in?"
Mm-hmm.
I like that scene because to me, I kind of took that as the devil can't come into your life, or like evil can't come into your life unless you invite it in.
Yeah, that's like that's the lore about vampires. Like a vampire, I don't know where it stems from, but vampires can't come in your home unless they're invited. And I think that was just a cool. Like, there's been a bunch of vampire, zombie, whatever the fuck shit that come out, but I haven't seen that rule used in vampire world in a long time. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And obviously, like when you include a rule in a movie, it just makes it harder. It makes it easier to write because you have a fucking clear boundaries. So that adds something that's easier to follow and shit. So I thought that was cool. I like the vampire rule.
Yeah, I like that too. And this movie it was very sexual.
It was a couple of sex scenes.
It was like Tubi level of sex.
Yeah, the nigga was eating pussy. I was like, all right, this is a fucking progressive movie.
No, but then eating it after like a long day of work. Like
yeah,
like they just
she got off a train,
bro. She
train rides used to be like 12 hours.
She had to walk through town. She had to like just eating or licking anything after a long Jim Crow summer's day.
Yeah, fucking
that shit is like full of like it's full of all types of tanginess.
Yeah, hairy down south swamp pussy. Because that shit was hairy.
It was hairy. It was full of like, her anger and just trife that she had to go through during the day.
Yeah, she probably walked through a goddamn a fucking swarm of gnats. So it's fucking like wings in her coochie hair and shit. It's all type of debris and sweat.
But yeah. Yeah, that shit was good, man. I definitely.
But there's nothing wrong with a marinated. There's nothing wrong with eating some marinated meat. So you're supposed to do a brisket. Sorry, we were immature for a second. Let's get back to the main point. Back to the spoiler alert.
No, but yeah, Sinners was definitely a great movie, and I hope they don't make it. I hope they don't make it a sequel or a prequel to it. I hope it's just like a standalone thing.
Yeah.
And we just continue to see more films with new ideas. Yeah. Also, you know what I wanted to talk about? Remember last time we was here, we was talking about Shannon Sharpe. Well, we talked about Shannon Sharpe and Tracee Ellis Ross, right? And because Shannon Sharpe's situation, I saw people say that Tracee Ellis Ross should kind of be Shannon Sharpe's Megan's Good, like in terms of like how like Megan Good is kind of helping Jonathan Majors PR.
Yeah,
they're saying like because they're both single, they're both the same age, and
Megan Good, Jonathan Majors, I could kind of believe there might be some sort of reality to it.
I mean, but even then, these women shouldn't just be used for PR.
Yeah,
like these women shouldn't just be around with these niggas just to like clean up their image. And also,
I mean, that's literally what black women in media is fucking. That's damn near the only purpose you get is to make a nigga look better.
Yeah.
So you either shaking ass in a video, you married to somebody and softening up their image. It's all the same shit, damn near.
And I don't like that. Like that's why I didn't like that turn. Like even like with Jonathan Majors, right? And I love his work. Always got love for Making Good. Back to Cousin Skeeter. But
yeah, dude, she was a fucking Friday.
Yeah,
goes all the way back.
But with him telling like the white woman, you supposed to be my Coretta Scott.
That shit is disgusting. And then he calls Megan Good. He's like, oh, she's my Coretta. Nigga.
That's why I respect Tiger Woods so much, right? When Tiger Woods got caught up in like his situation, he didn't try to go to black women like to clean up his image. That nigga doubled down and said, I'm gonna get a better white woman.
I mean, what black woman is he gonna approach like, hey, how you doing? Do you watch golf? That fucking nut ass smile he be doing.
Oh, what I forgot to mention along with like my Bahamas trip, I forgot to mention I'm flying out of Newark too.
Yeah.
So
I feel like you should change that flight. And is there an opportunity for you to go to like LaGuardia?
It probably is, but I'm just being lazy because Newark is so close to me.
Yeah, it's a fucking. Here's the thing: the convenience of getting there is going to be shattered by the inconvenience of the flight getting delayed or canceled if that does happen,
or crashing into another plane. And that's what's like really fucked up about. that's what's really messed up where you see how like policies and cutting costs could really like affect the life.
It's fucking insane. Also, to before we get deeper into that, like there's like planes crashing and shit, and like helicopters crashing. Mm-hmm. That shit is so insane that that's a real thing. Like Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash.
Right.
Like I was thinking about that. I'm like, because you just think about his life in general and how insane that was, and how like insane of a personality he was. Yeah. And then the nigga goes out. It still blows my mind that like this guy that was in the gym 3 times a day and fucking yelling at people and all that shit also died in a helicopter crash. That's just a wild way to go out.
Yeah.
So I feel like in his honor we should have less helicopter crashes, but we having fucking more. Planes is getting delayed and shit. There's all type of fucking insanity going on. But the fact that those things really happen, I mean, a nigga, a plane crashed in motherfucking Northeast Philly. That's so wild.
Yeah, actually, what's sad about that is that this past week, that plane crash actually just claimed as a victim.
What, somebody that was in a hospital on life support or something?
Somebody that was in a hospital from like burns from like since that plane crash. When
were they on the plane or were they?
No. It was just like she was just driving down the street and like her car caught on fire from it.
Wow, that's really sad.
So she was in the hospital this whole time, and she just passed from the
Yeah, everybody, if you listen to this, we need you to lay your hands on our brother Anthony and pray for him. Not only that he makes his flight, but that he makes it off his flight.
Cause it's like if it's one place that's supposed to be safe in Newark, it should be the airport.
It's the only place. Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about.
You have to take a fucking bus to the Bahamas.
I wanted to talk about this whole trend of parents embarrassing their kids on social media, right? So I saw this video. It's like a new form of punishment, and it's going viral on Twitter, and also viral on Instagram. So I'm sure, with parents, it's definitely probably had to go viral on Facebook. And this is this kid. He was crying, right?
Yeah.
And throwing a tantrum, and this is how his parent decided to punish him creatively.
You know what time it is. Dru Hills, you already know. Get up.
So he punished this kid by making him do Dru Hills, as he calls it. And it's basically like, the Dru Hills song Tell Me, where they jumping up in the air. And I'm conflicted because it is one. I mean, I love Dru Hill, so I'm always for some Dru Hill activity, whether it's like karaoke, these jump into this song, or my favorite. You ever see the In My Bed video where the nigga pours the candle wax on his chest?
No, I have not seen that. I'm glad I haven't seen it too. What happened to niggas not freaky no more? We don't even give a fuck. We don't even like women no more. What the fuck?
Wait, hold up.
I'm gonna pour some candle wax on my chest now.
Let me pull this up for you, cause
we losing the essence of our culture. What the fuck? Yo, that don't got nothing to do with the motherfucking song. I heard the song before. What the fuck was that?
Wait, hold on, let me run that shit back one more time. Oh shit. Cause you gotta really peep him. Like, they should have known something was up, cause the nigga got the candle in his hand the whole time.
I hope he did that shit on his own accord. Cause if a nigga told you to pour some wax on your chest and you do it, that's crazy as fuck. Stand up for yourself. You don't gotta do it. You don't gotta pour wax on your chest if somebody say to do it. Say no.
This is my level of extra right here.
He had his chain in his mouth. Yeah. Oh.
But
remember the niggas used to like hump a couch with Chris Brown.
Yeah.
It was like Take You Down in the background. Remember them videos and shit? We need to go back to that. At least that shit was corny as fuck, but at least we gave a shit. We don't even care about women no more. All niggas care about is if she try to lie me, I'm a shooter. Like, that shit is so mean.
This bitch better not backdoor me.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
Shit. I mean, this shit. I gotta go buy some candles now.
Yeah, yo, if I come in here next time and you burning a candle, I'm leaving. I swear to God. Because now I know that you gotta get the right type of candle also. You can't just use any candle.
But yeah, this guy, he had his kid, jumping up doing Dru Hills as a punishment, and it's a creative punishment. At least you're not beating the kid, but I don't like the posting online.
Yeah, I don't like people posting their own kids online, unless there's like a really clear reason or some shit. Like,
even just posting your kid online is tricky now, even like in the happy moments, because you never know who you sharing the internet with.
Yeah, there's got to be a real reason, I feel like, for you to share your child on the internet, because only if you want the people you love to see the shit, send them to them in a fucking text. Yeah. But like, you send in for one, you got followers, so you might have if you like somebody with like 1,000 followers or some shit, or like 400 followers, low follower count, and you sharing pictures of your kid, you might feel like only those people are seeing it, but you never fucking know, man. And why the fuck are kids? I don't want to see kids on the internet, because one, they can't consent to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck. I don't want to see kids, nigga. I want to see people conceiving kids. I don't want to see a fucking actual kid.
That shit is the worst though. When you've been following a chick and then she get pregnant all of a sudden, like, don't be bringing no extra kid into our relationship.
I only get mad if the father's good. If he ain't shit and he just leave, I'm like, all right, I got a chance.
I'll see you in 2-3 years.
Yeah, but when the dad's good, or when they break up and the dad come back, I'm like, oh fuck, I don't even give a shit no more. Can't compete with this nigga.
you know, with the punishments online, it's tricky because kids have the phones of their own now. So I'm sure, in that video went viral. So I'm sure teachers probably recognize that kid. Other parents, like his classmates probably saw that.
Yeah, it's
So-
just a lack of privacy that literally every other generation before enjoyed.
Yeah, so when you punish a kid and embarrass them online, you might look at it as harmless, but that could lead to some resentment. Like that child is going to grow up and be a meme now forever. Like we've seen people, even like the good moments, like you know the white kid Gavin, that's a meme. I'll show you him.
You talking about the sassy white kid?
Is that his name?
Wasn't like a sassy meme or some shit. Like he was making a sassy face. He was like a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This one.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
But like,
And this is back when the internet was fucking a little bit, tiny bit more wholesome. But even then, I'd say all the same shit still applies. Like you don't know who's seeing this shit. You don't know what the fuck is gonna come of this. Cause you post some shit, take 5 seconds to post. People look at it for a day and then never look at it again. But it's really still out there for eternity.
yeah.
And you just never know. Like if there's even one chance that somebody's fucking using your child for some nefarious purposes, or you know, even just knows their name and the date they was born and shit, you know, that's fuck up their credit. I just think like kids can't consent to shit.
This kid don't know it's an iPhone 16 in his name.
Yeah.
And let me ask you, did you get beatings growing up?
Nah, we were hit very sparingly. It was more so like talking tos and timeouts and shit. I mean, my mom used to punch me when I was a teenager, but I deserved it. Yeah. But like, that's not really a beating. She was just like punching me.
Yeah. No.
But like beatings, I didn't get. I just feel like it didn't. I don't think it makes any sense. You know. I think if anything, one, you're teaching a child that you know, violence is a way to express your anger,
right?
And two, like how to enjoy spankings. That's why all these chicks like getting spanked and choked and shit, because they was getting beat when they was little.
But yeah, that's a good point, man. When you put hands to a child, it does teach them that, you know, violence is the way to solve it.
Yeah. Sometimes things can hurt good.
Yeah.
That's what you teaching kids.
But on another note, did you see this past week, Georgia, they proposing legislation. They came up with something called the Georgia Parent Accountability Act. If a student fights, so basically the bill, it holds parents criminally responsible if their child injures a teacher or like, you know, tries to like fight a teacher. Let me see. And this came from viral videos circulating online after, like, you know, a bunch of recent incidents where a student was seen punching the teacher, and I think the teacher tried to retaliate, which, like, you know, it kind of is a natural reaction if somebody is hitting you. If a student attacks you, your first thought is like, I need to protect myself.
Yeah, and hitting a kid, if you're a teacher, 100% should be against the law. But like on paper, it should be against the law. Yeah. But there's loopholes. Like if you can get away with it, then fucking go for it.
Yeah. And this statistic like is actually wild to just see. It says, according to the American Psychological Association, violence against school staff has been on a rise since the pandemic, and they found that in a survey, about 56% of teachers reported experiencing physical violence at work.
Okay, that's a shockingly high number, but I will say I don't trust statistics all like inherently. Just because, like, when's the last time you got a phone call and hello, this is American Psychological Association? Yeah. You have time? Nope. Click. So it's probably only like 30 niggas that responded to that fucking survey. But that number is the fact that anybody, that number of people, like that high of a percentage, can say that they experience violence from kids at work sucks, because not only are you getting hit, but like if you're an adult and a kid hits you, you got empathy for them, so you gotta like think like, damn, where did that come from? And you know, like it's not my fault. It's like you're getting hit, but like it's kind of not the kid's fault. You know, it's got to be a fucking really dangerous.
Shit, I had a kid hit me.
How'd you feel about the kid?
I wanted to fuck him up.
Oh, okay.
Like I wanted to fuck him up bad, cause like kids, they would say smart shit to me, and kids they would just like try to say smart shit, like just corny jokes. So I said to the kid, "What are those?" And everybody started laughing.
That's funny.
Cause kids they look at adults as like these corny people that don't know what's going on. So they looked at me like, "Oh, Mr. Anthony know about what are those?" So I just fucked him up with that, and then like he swung on me.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing kids don't understand. Like I could look at you and tell if you poor.
Yeah.
So like,
right, exactly.
fuck with me if you want to, but I'm gonna let all these niggas know you on Section 8. I'm gonna let all your friends know that you ain't ate in 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah, like or we'll fuck them up and like telling them like, yo, I know you can't count.
Tell them like you got a learning disability or you poor. Easy targets. They don't realize how easy of a target they are, because they say shit. You know, look at you. You know, you bald. You know, or like, you know, what I'm saying, you fucking whatever. I don't want to get into it, but because the things that kids say about me hurt my feelings. But, yeah, I can psychologically damage any child I want. I just don't do it.
Right.
They don't understand that though.
I smell you not getting baths. And it's funny because this same kid, right?
Your mom sell pussy. I know whose mom selling pussy.
No. So the kid that actually swung on me, right? I remember one day we about to leave work. Like it's dismissal. So it's like me, another paraprofessional, and the principal. So the teacher, the principal says to the kid, "Yo, how's your uncle been?" Right? And the kid was like, "That's not my uncle no more." So we confused, like, what you mean he not your uncle no more? Like, people don't just stop being your uncle. And he was like, "No, my mom said we got a new uncle." And basically, like, you know, like she was in a new relationship, but she telling this little nigga that all her new men is just his uncle. So this little nigga just think his uncle's dying off.
That's not my uncle no more. It's a hilarious statement. And that's the thing, like he might say that shit and just think it's normal.
Right.
And we know exactly what's going on. That's your mom's new pimp. The last one kept beating on her and he got away from her. This one gonna beat her too though. And that's why I need these kids to understand. But that's where, you know, they'll swing on you. They might try to hurt you because, you know, they might have some real psychological damage.
Yeah.
And that's all right, back to the fucking actual point, the bill of holding parents liable if a child assaults the teacher. There is a bill that says you go to jail if you shoot up your school and people still shoot up the school. So, you know, there's parents getting locked up for that. Doesn't solve the fucking problem. I don't think this will either. I think kids are going to keep hitting their teachers. Mm-hmm. I don't know a single person that's ever told their kid, if a teacher disrespects you, you punch them in the fucking face. It's never happened. So it's not like the parents aren't teaching them not to do that shit.
And also, if I'm attacking a teacher, I probably don't have the best relationship with my parents anyway. So it's like, oh, if I fuck up this teacher, they gonna get in trouble? All right, shit. It ain't nothing to me. I ain't gonna be the one in jail.
I mean, that, and I mean, like, nigga might already be in foster care, so it's like, you gonna tell somebody that just adopted a kid 2 years ago that, you know, don't really know exactly what happened to him, if that kid hits a teacher, now the foster parent's gonna go to jail? Like, how is that gonna work out? It just sounds stupid. It sounds like they're trying to treat a fucking symptom of an issue instead of going at the cause. Mm-hmm. Once again, poverty, bitch.
Yeah, and that really would have come down to, like, you know, a lot of our crimes. So when you break down the statistics, right, of like who commits the most crimes across the country, and like, of course, it's different by race, but you know,
Mexicans.
But you know, a lot of our crimes might come down to like robberies or like, you know, selling drugs, things of that sort. But these are kind of crimes you could understand.
Stealing my phone.
You could understand where they come from.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas like you could kind of justify crimes of like it's just about money. Like
I mean, I can't justify somebody stealing my phone or my bike or my backpack. I'm still mad about that.
When this happened?
It was a long time ago. I should be over it by now, but that's not how I operate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand. Most crime is poor.
Yeah.
You're poor. Selling drugs shouldn't be a fucking crime in the first place, to be honest with you. But, you know, selling drugs, robbing people, money. Shooting people.
Nigga owe me money.
It's usually money. Sometimes it's a fucking passion, a crime of passion. But, you know, that's a whole other issue, which would be the fucking, why we have so many fucking guns. It's a whole other issue I don't want to get into right now. But the problems that we actually have that contribute to a child being so fucked up, but not like mentally incapacitated or like mentally like unable to control their actions, to where they're just like, it's just anger, you know, not like a disability, but just anger, like that kind of anger that would make a kid hit a teacher or something. It's usually just a fucked up home life.
Yeah, because even
you can't legislate fucking anger.
Yeah, because a lot of people that are, you know, criticizing this bill and against it, they're saying that this is like too harsh of a punishment. And a former teacher said the bill is excessive and that parents and kids both have anger issues. Like parents and kids both have anger issues these days. And the money would be better spent on a bill that helps with parenting classes.
Yeah, and that's a good point.
Yeah, and I definitely agree because, you know, a lot of times these kids are angry because of what's going on at home. Especially like, you know, think about a kid's day. Like think about the average kid. These little niggas are starting their days with Takis and fruit punch.
Bro, fruit punch I thought actually was fruit for a while.
I mean, bro, they not giving these kids the same fruit punch we got. Like have you got Minute Maid lately? Like
I don't drink. I'm bougie with juice now. I usually just drink water or like I'm gonna drink some like actual like fucking like pressed like juice.
No, but you gotta. That's the difference. Like the juice we grew up on, the Minute Maid. You know how people be like Minute Maid tastes different in a carton than in a bottle. Mm-hmm. It's because before it used to be premium. Mm-hmm. Like if you look at a carton of Minute Maid, that shit don't say premium no more.
I never noticed that, but
let me pull up a picture for you.
I wasn't thinking straight because they would have all these motherfucking fruits on the bottle, and you could like, okay, so I could see how this could be red if you squeeze all these together, but that's not the reality. Like juice not supposed to be fucking red. It's dyes, and red dye. I think isn't it red? That's like the worst dye.
Yeah,
like red and yellow.
Yeah, that red 40. But like, let me show you. Look at this box.
Well, yeah, a pineapple, a cherry, and an orange. That makes red.
But under the Minute Maid part, that shit used to say premium. I don't say that no more. Let me see. I can't even.
You probably just have to look for images. Well, that's the thing with like most brands, because of inflation and all that, they will sell their actual product at like a higher price.
Yeah. And
sometimes they'll just sell like the cheaper, like a shittier version that really shouldn't even be sold at the regular price that we used to get it at.
And then also, like, you know, a lot of the frustration does come from like with kids is like, I've seen it the firsthand with one student I was working with where he was on just different types of medicine. So because of the medicine that he was on, it would make him tired. So now, like, when a lesson is going on, he's not actually like getting the concept of the lesson because he's just like drowsy and out of it if he is awake. And then when he's off the medicine, he doesn't remember the steps that he should have been learning because he was on the medicine. So now that leads to frustration where, these bills is kind of like the medicine where we're thinking about solutions for the teacher. We're thinking about solutions for the adult instead of like, how can we help this child before the problems get to that point?
For sure. And if you look at the way people respond to this, teachers, it seems like they're not considering the teacher's feelings at all because, who's going to be like, oh, that's a good idea. That's going to stop him from punching me in the fucking face. Like, he's going to go to juvie for that anyway. I don't think he's thinking about the consequences. Yeah. So I don't think they give a fuck about the teachers at all. I think it's just jail is our solution to everything. Mm-hmm. And if you come up with a solution to this on paper, hey, we fixed that problem. Let's move on to something else. You don't have to fucking think about it anymore. So, it's just, pushing the real problem away as much as we can because in reality, a lot of schools are just a place to hold kids until they're old enough for prison. Mm-hmm. Let's keep them awake. Let's keep them in a room where they can't fucking commit crimes while we're all at work. They can't break in your home because you're not at home. Let's keep them in a place. And then when they're 18, they'll fuck up and we send them to jail. We got to keep them full. That's how we make money. Mm. What are the plans for, kids that come from these like fucking completely underfunded schools? Like, where do you think they're going to end up? Cleaning toilets or fucking, jail and shit. No disrespect to janitors, especially not garbage people. Garbage people are some of the most important people in society. We need garbage people more than we need stockbrokers, accountants, all that shit.
Honestly, man, like, it's funny because people always try to use the janitor as an example. Like, for the kids, they say, like, oh, if you don't learn, you're going to end up like him. Well, honestly, the janitor, shit, he probably might have the most stability in the school.
Yeah, we ain't gonna never stop shitting.
we ain't gonna stop shitting. Kids ain't gonna stop throwing up. Who else gonna come put down the sawdust on top of the throw up?
Yeah, but it's not something that like you should be. It's not something you need to go to school to do.
It's funny thing about what the fuck was they feeding us that kids was throwing up every day that the janitor had to come throw down some dust.
Strawberry milk.
Strawberry milk.
It ain't no real strawberries in it. It's just pink fucking milk.
And then they was giving us strawberry milk and corn nuggets.
Corn nuggets?
Yeah.
Oh, like the little corns.
Like nuggets filled with like corn inside.
I don't remember that shit. I remember some nasty shit from school lunch. I do not remember that. Yeah, we was eating like fucking cowboys. Fucking beans and bread and shit. All type of weird shit. They just like like the food groups and shit to where they just give you something that satisfies this, but it may not actually. It's like vegetable, fruit, oil, dairy, meat. That's everything, right?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
But I know what you mean, though. I know what
just
you
like
mean.
certain things that satisfy, like a potato, like a French fry. That's a vegetable.
Niggas was throwing anything together. Take these hash browns and an icy, nigga.
Yo, that shit. I remember the triangle icy.
Yeah. You cut that shit with some scissors.
God damn.
Yeah. Did your school, did they give you pretzels? Like, could y'all buy pretzels for recess?
Yeah.
Yeah. Niggas would kill you if you ain't had 50 cents for a pretzel. Man.
And I remember now, how fucked up is it that you had to pay for school lunch?
Yeah.
Like, I remember there was a point in time I think we had like slightly too much money to qualify for free lunch. So like, I would literally have to go, here's my $2 for lunch. But we pay taxes for the fucking school.
And it's messed up when you think about that, like, you paying too much. Like schools will say if you make over this amount, then you can't have this, like, then you can't have it for free or something like that. But your family still be struggling. Yeah.
It's fucking, if you think about the amount that you pay for school lunches and shit per kid over the course of a year, there's not a single place on earth where I can say that school doesn't have the budget for the school lunches. It's just that they don't allocate the money correctly. I mean, we fucking subsidize goddamn sports shit and fucking police and all type of dumb shit. Fucking parking garages, tax write-offs for fucking you know what I mean? Like fucking when you build a building, you like fucking write off taxes and shit. It's just a bad fucking. I don't know. I don't want to get into a whole tax thing, but you know what I'm trying to say, nigga. Why the fuck do we got a little boy got you $2 for you to give him a little piece of shitty fucking pizza? Some fucking Elio's pizza. That shit. The whole box of Elio's is $2.
Yeah. Yeah, Elio's pizza. That shit. That's I'll fuck up some Elio's right now, man.
I got trauma from that.
Elio's,
the fucking the microwave dinners with the chicken nuggets and the brownie.
Yeah, that brownie, it either come out soft or a brick.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
Yeah.
Same with like the French toast sticks. You ever go to Murray's?
Yeah, I know French toast sticks. I actually have nothing but love for French toast sticks. Even when they was hard on the end, you just cut that shit off and they eat it. It was good.
Yeah, French toast sticks, man.
Chicken pot pies that the fucking that look like snot in the middle.
Yeah, the pot pies. I still fuck up pot pies. I got some pot pies in the freezer right now.
Are they like good? Like a good brand?
The Banquet, nigga.
No, dog. That's the shit that's probably worse now.
Yeah,
it's probably actual pigeon snot in there now. It's pigeon meat.
No, that shit. It definitely do gotta be something else. Cause it's like, how the fuck am I getting? I'm getting some some chicken cut up, some peas, and this crust all for $1. So yeah, that. What else? I was fucking up. Chunky soup.
Chunky soup is valid.
I thought chunky soup was healthy. I figured it had to be healthy if McNabb mom was standing behind it.
Yeah, they was pushing that shit heavy back then. Niggas don't push soup no more. When's the last time somebody had a soup sponsor or even promoted soup at all? If you got a soup brand, hit me up. I'm gonna put everybody on soup.
Yeah,
we gonna need to start stocking up cans for the apocalypse anyway. Yeah. So makes sense. Tomato soup. Yeah, yo, I remember I'm dumb as fuck. This is like this year, I think, or like 4-6 months ago. I ate some tomato soup and I didn't know you had to mix it with water and heat it up. Yeah. So I was like, why does shit taste like ketchup? It was so thick. I was like, what the fuck is this?
No, I fuck up some tomato soup, man. Shit, especially. Do you eat Panera?
Nah. Apparently their food is like they'll give you moldy food and their fucking lemonade will give you a heart attack. So I stopped fucking with Panera a while ago.
Yeah, no, that lemonade was killing people, but if it didn't kill you, it would give you the boost to get through the day.
I did fuck with Panera for a minute though, because Panera was when it was like. I don't know, it might have just been new to me, but there was a point in time when it was good and the prices were like solidly, they were affordable / reasonable.
They're about to open up a Panera a few blocks from here. I can't wait for that shit.
Well, like walking distance?
Not walking distance, but where the Target is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you hungry? I think that's what I think. I might be hungry. Yeah. I need to eat something.
No, I'm hungry as shit. Let me see. I also wanted to talk about this. So, since we've been going, the NFL draft happened, and
do you pay attention to the draft?
No.
Yeah. Okay. I was about to say.
I don't watch football.
I watch the important games and the playoffs, Super Bowl. I'll tune in, but I don't really give a fuck about football no more.
Yeah. So. Shedeur Sanders, Colorado quarterback, son of Deion Sanders, he was projected to go early in the first round. He was projected to go early, but he ended up dropping. He ended up dropping all the way to the 5th round. And he got drafted by the Cleveland Browns, which is fucked up. Like, having a nigga wait that long to find out he going to Cleveland. Like, but He dropped for a few reasons. And one of the reasons they're saying is that he just had bad interviews with the team. You know, he skipped the pre-draft workouts. Because he figured he was a sure bet to go early, so it was like, why work out for the teams? And he just thought his stock was higher than what it actually was. So he ended up dropping because of that. They said he had bad interviews with the teams. Just is it basically? I think some certain teams said he kind of like messed up the interviews on purpose because he didn't want to go to the teams because he thought other teams would pick him higher. And
yeah, that's what's wrong with sports today.
What?
His dad's fucking Deion Sanders. What the fuck is he gonna act like? What do you think he's gonna act like his dad is Deion Sanders?
But that's
even if he's not being malicious.
But and that's kind of the issue where they said he was acting like that without having Deion's talent.
Well, and that's the other thing. Like white people not gonna take shit from. They're not gonna let a nigga talk shit in general. So. But they'll fucking back up a little bit if you can, prove that you're worth what they decide you're worth. But if you can't prove that to them, they're not gonna have that shit. So,
and with him dropping, how do I feel about this?
They always do gotta fucking put a confident black kid in this place, which usually don't sit right with me.
Yeah, it doesn't sit right with me. And
I always want to knock a nigga down a peg. You know what I mean?
No, I definitely do feel you, but in the same time, and I don't know if this is going to come off coonish or not, but it's like, these white people, they already going to give you a hard time. So it's like, why make it harder on yourself? It's like...
for sure. Don't make it harder. Like, if you didn't want to be drafted to the Browns in the 5th round, because you don't have the power to prevent that, then I think you should, try to make it easier for yourself. Like, not make it easier for them, but just every black person with a job makes things easier for themselves.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, if this job, the whole interview process or resume and all of that. It's like, why not make sure that your cover letter is straight?
Right. Like how black people are secretive and private at work because we don't like to fucking be too open with the job because we know it's gonna fall back on us. Like every black, like this is a job. I know a lot of fucking athletes want to have a big fucking ego, but everybody in the world works.
Yeah, and that's what this is. This is work. And one of the things that people are trying to say, some of the people that were upset with him dropping as far as saying that it was some collusion and that this came down to, discrimination and that the NFL owners colluded together to make an example against him. Now, we don't know. This is just speculation, but, Dr. Umar said that he should sue him. I mean, Dr. Umar said that he should sue the NFL for his lost money. Because if he would have got drafted high in the first round, his contract would have been in the range of 30 to 40 million.
Well, it depends on what's documented. If you think that you could prove this shit, yeah, I think he should fucking, try this shit. I mean, regardless of the fact that his father is a legend and he might come from money and he might have money, whether or not he does this shit, he does have the right to pursue, all the money he can get. Think about the average sports fucking career. What is it, like 4 years?
Yeah. Like
if you're smart, you go after every single dollar you can get so that you can, leave with some sort of, investment portfolio or some shit.
But if you do sue them, you kind of got to know that, like, you done after this. It's kind of like with Kaepernick, right? Mm-hmm. How he sued the NFL, but then settled and then still was trying to get back in the league. It's like, no, nigga, like, once you sue us, this relationship is done. And that's why with Kaepernick, right, I wish he would have saw the lawsuit all the way through instead of settling. Like, if you are going to, like, essentially sacrifice yourself and for such a major cause, you got to see it all the way through. That's why, like with Drake, with his lawsuit, I think Drake is completely wrong, and I think he is going to lose his lawsuit. But I do respect the fact that he isn't settling and he is seeing it all the way through. And I wish Kaepernick would have like let it play all the way out so that if they were willing to settle, it must have been some collusion there. So it's like see it all the way through to make sure it doesn't happen again. So now we got a situation like this where it's like we'll just never know.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of the problem with how big we let fucking organizations and corporations and shit. We let them get so big that you basically can't fucking operate in your field of expertise if you take on this giant. Whether that be a record company or the NFL. If you got a problem, say you have a problem with 3 teams, but you're like, all right, I want to sue them, and then maybe some of the other people that work here, but I would like to work for these other people that are all the way across the country. Like, you can't do that because it's just a massive organization, and these motherfuckers are like cutthroat and they stick together. Yeah. So, it's
actually
it's just fucking
that is
kind of evil.
That is a good ass point. Just because I'm suing this team in New York or this team, like I'm suing these teams in New York and Florida and Texas, why can't I go play for this team in Minnesota if they want me? So I get exactly what you're saying.
But I mean, if you're attacking the organization, you're also attacking the culture of it because they probably encourage whatever shady business practices that they can get away with. That's even saying if this stuff is going on,
Also this past week, so last time we recorded, we lost the Pope, but we got a new one.
Yeah,
we got a Pope, first American Pope.
Yeah, the Pope is from Chicago.
Pope is from Chicago, went to Villanova. You know what I'm saying? We got a Pope that probably party in the same bars as some of us. Or like, we got a Pope that went to Wawa. So
yeah, I never even fucking knew he went there. So yeah, that makes sense. Pope likes cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
And hot dogs. Fucking Chicago and shit. He's gonna die probably soon. His heart is not gonna be here. If he's still eating like a Chicago Inn, or he's still eating like fucking college Philadelphia food, he's gonna die. But hopefully they got him on some like Italian, fucking pasta diet or some shit.
Wait, so they give him so Pope Leo, that's gonna be his Pope name. What's his real name? I think it's like Robert something.
Yeah, it is. How long are you supposed to be the Pope? Like, how long do they want a Pope? Because they always pick like somebody old as fuck. This guy's 69. He might live to like, popes usually live a little bit long, but like, how long do they want a Pope? I never really thought about that. Like, what's the ideal Pope age? Like, do they pick somebody of a certain age because they're like, if he was younger, then he lived too long?
It's tough because like being the Pope, at least like if you just like a regular like priest, you could kind of still do your own thing. But now like you got the spotlight on you, so it's like now you really can't get no ass. Like you can't be out here sneaking a little bit because it's like everybody is like paying attention to your moves.
Also, why they got the fucking yarmulkes on? Are we Jewish or not? I don't understand the hats, and I don't understand none of this shit.
No, but it's funny. I just had this conversation. With some Jewish comedians where it was like an older woman comedian was criticizing them for eating bread on Passover, but like she's gay. So it's like, you mad at me for eating bread, where it's like, you doing some shit you really not supposed to be doing.
You eating box on Passover. You're not supposed to do that ever. That's the funny thing about religions. Like, I feel like they all right, so they have like a weird, like the books usually have a weird idea on somebody being gay.
Yeah.
But then they're just like, it doesn't mean that. We don't gotta do that shit anymore. And I get that. I'm like, all right, we should be interpreting the book correctly. If it doesn't say that, let's do that. But why the fuck are you following the rules about bread?
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Like, if you can reinterpret some shit, like Christians, they're not supposed to eat like shellfish and shit. And they're like, oh, now that was Old Testament.
No, you really not supposed to do a lot. Like as a Christian, you're not supposed to sleep with your girl. Like you're not supposed to sleep in the same bed as your girl if she on her period.
Yeah, it's a bunch of dumb shit. So at what point do we go, you know what, maybe we should just not listen to any of the rules?
Yeah. No, but since we talking, this just made me think about something totally different. Since we just mentioned, like, you know, being gay. When you watch, I guess I didn't notice because I was a child when I saw this video. But watching the Luther Vandross video, Can I Take You Out Tonight?
Was he gay?
Yeah, Luther, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Luther was like secretly, like, it wasn't, I don't think, he never came out while he was alive, but like, you know, people that were close to him, like, you know, Patti LaBelle, other celebs, they mentioned knowing, like, being fully aware of like how he felt about his sexuality. But if you watch the video Take You Out Tonight, it was clear like where he was at. Like, I'm gonna play some of this video just for you, cause y'all at home, y'all should definitely go back and watch this video, Luther Vandross Take You Out, cause the signs were there. This was I forget how to pronounce her real name, but like, you know, Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show, she played like the lead and lady in this video.
Damn, what a time when there was that whole like entire designation in Hollywood is kind of gone. Yeah. Like they're just like kind of like regular looking attractive lady.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right, like pre BBL.
Yeah, and it's not even about, it's just the surgeries in general to where it's just, I mean, I guess you did have to hit the genetic lottery to get that. So I guess maybe it's a little bit unfair.
Now it just opens the surgery, opens it up to everybody.
Yeah, and I think that's cool, but just the fucking fact that people feel like they have to do it, that kind of sucks. All right, fucking tangent for no reason.
No, but look at this. If you look at these clips, it look like it's just two girlfriends hanging out.
Wait, play it again?
When you watch this, right, what straight man is excited to watch their girl try on clothes? any nigga want to sit outside the store on the benches. He gonna go hang on the food court. He gonna go to GameStop. He gonna do anything but sit in the dressing room with you. The signs was there about Luther. Yeah, look at this shit.
That's something that kind of makes me sad a lot.
Right.
Like all these fucking singers that had to basically sing about a sexuality that they didn't identify with, right, just to make their music. It's like we probably missed out on mad fucking gay anthems. Like a lot of people.
From Luther, Tevin Campbell.
I didn't know he was gay either.
Hey, man, let me make sure and check. I believe Tevin Campbell is gay, but let me. All right, yeah. Tevin Campbell has confirmed that he's gay. All right, yeah. Think about that. He gave us "Can We Talk," or Luther gave us this. But imagine the bangers they would have been dropping about niggas. Like, and these
it's just a whole genre of music that we not getting.
Right.
Gay love songs.
Right, and shit, we got Frank Ocean, but this nigga's lazy. Like, we never got the gay nigga with a work ethic.
True. And maybe like I have a feeling that the songs would have hit harder if they were like more gender neutral, because it's a good chance that in order to make them marketable, you're not gonna make it about just like a guy,
right?
Because then that would exclude like lesbians or some shit. So maybe you just make it about fucking a person in general, and then we'd have a whole bunch of fucking gender neutral bops. Yeah, I think about that shit all the time. Like people that just basically had to pretend to be straight to make music.
Yeah,
but I mean, if you listen to like Frank Ocean and Novocaine, when he's like "fuck me numb," I'm like, I've never thought about that with a woman. That don't make sense. Yeah. I ain't never hurt. I'm not ever the one that hurts after, so that makes no sense.
Yeah, cause shit. I mean, that's the only two that like we really got on a popular level is Frank Ocean and Lil Nas, and Lil Nas, he definitely got some bops. He definitely, but he kind of like
fell off heavy.
He
fell off.
He fell off when we were with you. We were with you when you was fucking the devil, but you can't fuck Jesus.
Yeah, I just felt like it was one lazy because it's like, you already got the backlash for this thing. Do something else, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck Jesus now." It doesn't feel like original.
Yeah,
it's just like it's a sequel. You did something that pissed people off, and then you pissed them off again.
Yeah, then we had to. Do you want to You want to talk about India?
Nah, I don't think I can say anything without being mean about the whole fucking. I don't want to be racist. We did a good job of not attacking anybody.
Yeah, because I didn't even know about this. I didn't know. Well, I know India and Pakistan kind of has beef. I know they had beef. Shit. I know that's why, like, even when they play cricket, why that's so intense.
Yeah, India and Pakistan do not fuck with each other at all. And I don't know why.
I thought it was just because we be confusing them. Kind of like when you say to a Dominican like that they Puerto Rican.
Yeah. But there's like a real deep seated hatred.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pakistan and India, it's like
they like no, we be in the sea and they be in the mud.
They're the same fucking place, basically.
Yeah. They both hate women.
Let's say something good about it. Let's think of something good to say about Pakistan. Fuck. I'm serious. I don't know shit about Pakistan.
I don't know nothing about Pakistan.
I know they don't cut their toenails. They do not like socks or anything that encases the foot in general. This is where I said let's not do it, because I was like, I don't know anything intelligent, so I'm just gonna be a fool.
Yeah. Let me see. I guess before we get out of here, just a few questions. One person said, the job market is trash right now, and a recession is starting. Any tips for how to make money for college grads? I don't know. Shit, I'm a college grad trying to figure out how to make money, so I'm the wrong nigga to ask.
Yeah, if you're a woman, OnlyFans or strip.
Yeah, show that balloon nut.
Yeah, sex work is. You're in the best time of all time to be a sex worker because one, you're not gonna get fucking murdered by a serial killer most likely because everything's digital connected. Everything's digital, and people won't fucking view you as disgusting or trying to corrupt children as much anymore. So put that pussy on live for $1,000.
Let me see.
Put your pussy lips on live. I'll give you $1,000. Put your pussy.
Yeah. If you looking to make some money, you just gotta do one thing.
Put your pussy lips on live. I'll give you $1,000.
The funny thing is, this nigga was in the middle of getting his hair cut. I know his barber was like, "Nigga, could you keep still right now?" But he had to get that point across.
He's like, why is the cape lifting up? You getting a boner in the chair? Everybody got to sit in this chair,
Yeah. So, man, if you looking to make some money, man, put your pussy lips on live right now.
I genuinely have no other. If you're a woman that's even marginally attractive and you need money and you think people will pay to see between your butt cheeks, do it.
Or your feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you got kids, I don't recommend it.
Somebody else asked, they said, how do we link up? I guess just,
we're both comics from Philadelphia. It's natural.
Yeah. I mean, but then also too, I guess deeper than that, one, for me, I know what is, I don't mind helping out another comic. Because I know what it was like for me being up here.
Yeah, this ain't no charity.
No, not to get sentimental. No.
I saw this young nigga bombing, not getting no money, not getting no bitches. I was like, let me put them on real quick. Let me put you on a tour, young brother, because you can't get no ass and no money by yourself.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think what you probably been doing it like twice as long as me.
Yeah.
Like stand up.
Cause how many years you got in?
I want to say 7 or 8.
Yeah, I'm at 14 now.
Yeah, it's like you've been doing it twice as long as me, and it's just the time that you do it puts you in a like different spaces a lot of time, and people of different ages and everything don't always interact as much as I think they should, because we both have like information that we need to share with each other.
But I guess it's kind of like any other job where like, you know how like you could be working like fast food or something, and you'll have a best friend that's like 45.
Yeah, I remember one of my managers, the coolest dude I ever met, but he was like fucking 30 years older than me.
Yeah, and you'd be sad as shit like, damn, where Charles at? That shit really do fuck you up when like that co-worker that's 20 years older, when he call out sick, like sure know damn well we were supposed to have a good time today. And then somebody I guess the last one said, well, this was they said they had 2 questions. They said, what do you think about hallucinogens for self-exploration? Have you done any hallucinogens?
I've only done mushrooms. I'm not big on like, I'm really not a big drug guy. Like I know what works.
Me either.
Enough. Like I'll fucking smoke. I'll take mushrooms. I'll snort a line of cocaine between a stripper's titties. But like that's about it.
No, I don't like that shit.
What?
Like just I don't like that feeling of lucidness where I can't control myself. I just had that happen a few weeks ago where I blacked out.
But alcohol, it genuinely does affect your behavior. I don't think weed or hallucinogens really affect your behavior that much. No, so I would say that they're better than alcohol.
Well, me, when I'm on alcohol, I still like control myself. Like it's funny, I'm super responsible when I'm drunk. Like I'll black out, but somehow I'll still remember to walk Pepsi, or I'll still come in, do the dishes. Like I'm a very responsible person when I have alcohol, and I think I become more responsible, honestly, because
I forgot to throw up over there. Let me make sure I do that before I go to sleep.
Yeah, because I don't want them. I think I control myself even more just because it's like I know I'm out of it, so I don't want to end up with no stories about me.
Yeah, that's true. Like I definitely am aware. I'm like, yo, I'm drunk as fuck right now. I need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Or like, especially when I'm high and like people are having a conversation, and then it gets to me, I'm just like, I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking right now. Yeah. But weed and mushrooms and what other hallucinogens? LSD, acid. What else do people take? I mean, people don't really take fucking DMT and all that shit as much. But like, I know people that would just do acid every day and just be fine.
But then also, I'm too broke for a habit, honestly. Like, I know...
That's why you should get into LSD.
It's cheap?
Yeah, you can get pretty cheap hits of acid.
From who?
I think you would have a good time with acid.
And then
those are the drugs that I think black people need to embrace. The ones that just fucking you just see strange shit. The ones you see regular shit differently. Yeah. But like fucking malt liquor.
we be embracing the shit that destroy your family.
Yeah, nigga, crack is fucking crazy as fuck. I know that's not a particularly like a black thing, but like we need to cut that crack shit the fuck out.
Yeah.
Crack, heroin, alcohol.
Anything where shit just come up missing. Like appliances, your teeth.
Silverware. Yeah. There's no reason to be doing those drugs anymore.
There's no reason to be melting down the good spoons in the house.
Yeah.
Let me see. Somebody else asked, they said, what's the best side dishes? Do you have any favorite side? I think
number one is macaroni and cheese.
I mean,
but all time.
I mean, but for our white listeners, that might not be a side dish. White people will make mac and cheese as the main course And I didn't even know that until like, and really until I started until I got to New York. Really.
What that
They'll
just eat. Well, so yeah, they'll white people put me on a box of macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
Back then, like we wouldn't eat no box. It was either you eat mac and cheese or you fucking don't.
Yeah.
But they'll eat it from a box or a frozen mac and cheese.
Oh, these niggas is wildin'.
Like the frozen Stofers, they put me on that shit.
Nah, they put me on to bacon, macaroni and cheese, fucking
buffalo chicken. Mac
buffalo,
and cheese.
yeah, buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
Strange shit,
bro. My mom would curse me out if I asked her to put some put some chicken in the mac and cheese. My mom, man, could you imagine that?
Just eat them fucking separate, you child.
Yo, imagine
you're a child.
Imagine asking a grandmom to put some good meat in the mac and cheese. I guess that gotta be how like older Jamaicans feel about Rasta pasta. When the fuck did niggas start rostering the pasta?
Yeah, dog. What other side dishes are
what side dishes do I
like?
like?
I guess also depends on the cuisine, right?
I mean, you can't go wrong with some yams.
Potatoes of any kind, sweet potatoes, regular mashed potatoes,
potato go crazy,
fried potatoes,
and any potato is so versatile, nigga. For it to be able to be eaten mashed and as a chip,
bro, it could be chips, fries,
hash brown,
a clock. It could be so much shit.
Nigga, you could conduct electricity with a potato.
Yo, potatoes. We could honestly be using potatoes to propel vehicles right now, but we too stuck in our ways.
Nigga, you could put a potato on a gun.
Yo, you could. You absolutely could do all that shit.
Nigga, potatoes out here being eaten and used to like do crime quietly.
You can eat the skins as a fucking actual like potato skins. You could do that.
That shit is wild that potatoes could be eaten for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. I don't think it
Damn. You right. Eat some eggs and some potatoes.
Yeah.
For lunch, you can have like a burger and some fries. Yeah. For dinner, you can have steak and mashed potatoes. As a snack, you have a bag of chips. You're gonna die at 35 if you eat like that, but you definitely could do it.
I am hungry as shit because I've been sitting here chilling. I've been sitting here chilling for the past 2 hours, but now I'm excited to talk about different potatoes.
Yo, honestly, this is where my love of fat people comes in, because I understand you're hungry and maybe we should get off this topic soon, but like fat people, like when you start talking about food, they just get so the light just goes in their eyes and they just start talking about different combinations of food and shit, and the restaurants, like they enjoy fast food. Like you could talk about Burger King with a fat person. I love people that are not afraid to get fat and, you know, fucking not be able to walk upstairs.
I miss I do miss the old Burger King. Do you remember the Burger King from your childhood?
Yeah, I remember my sister used to work at Burger King and she would bring shit home.
I remember
it was a good time.
Them old tenders.
The old tenders.
The old tenders, the Rugrat watches.
They used to have toys at Burger King, right? They don't even do toys anymore, do they? I remember everybody was doing toys. Taco Bell probably was doing toys. KFC was doing toys. Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's. Does McDonald's even do toys still?
I'm not sure.
Toys used to be like, apparently there was a point in time when McDonald's was the largest toy manufacturer in the world.
Wow.
And that's part of the problem with them, is that they essentially hooked children on their food by using toys.
I mean, they use toys. I had McDonald's tapes. Like they used to put out like episodes, like with the Grimace and all of them, Grimace Hamburglar. It was
very cute and it was very fun and it was a different time. But I think the reason why we don't have it now is because we realize the motivation behind it wasn't to be cute and fun. The motivation was to literally hook every generation on their product, which they all knew was poison. So
it really is fucked up. Like growing up, we just got the McDonald's characters. We got Ronald Grimace Hamburglar. It was a chick with them too, I believe. Now these little niggas out here getting Travis Scott. Shit ain't fair.
Oh yeah, those toys were actually like the Travis Scott toys. It was like fucking like 2 eyeballs. That shit. Is that what you talking about?
I mean, they getting Travis Scott. They getting Mills from them. Travis Scott Mills,
Yeah.
Angel Reese Mills, all of that.
I'm trying. Angel Reese, man. No, they definitely are spoiled. And
I would have liked the meal from our 2000 stars. Imagine going to McDonald's and you get a meal from the cast of the Brothers. You get the D.L. Hughley meal and the Shamar Moore meal. The Maurice Chestnut meal.
Let me get the Omarion meal. That actually would have been fire.
I'm hungry as shit.
This thing was just. You've said meal 9 times. Yeah, that would have been crazy to get a fucking Jadakiss meal at McDonald's. Yeah, now it's just I don't even know.
Or
what
the
McDonald's does now.
other stars from our childhood. I would have liked the Pinky meal or the Cherokee meal.
I wasn't into porn at that time. That's before me. All right, so there's a whole other conversation.
Or you get the Mr. Marcus meal where the food is regular, but they just bring it up with Tim's.
See, I don't even know who the fuck you're talking about, man. What? You're so hungry right now. Why are you hungry, dude?
Shit.
Yeah, put a fucking. I don't know those. I know Pinky just from name dropping, but like.
Well, I guess for you, they could bring out the Brian Pumper meal.
I know Brian Pumper just from being funny, but I never watched him fuck anybody.
They just give you some fries and crack an egg on your head.
Yeah, he's fucking hilarious. I remember that. But like porn stars aren't like a thing to me. I mean, maybe I'm not really. I don't have a porn addiction right now, so maybe I'm out the loop. But I feel like it just you would just. I feel like my age was just you would just look up big fat black ass and then just jerk off to it. Like it didn't matter who it was. You could fucking her head could be cut out the frame and it wouldn't matter.
Well, I guess all right. But yeah, man, before we get out of here, we definitely do appreciate y'all tuning in with us for another one. Please keep supporting us, give us those likes, give us those reviews, keep spreading this with your friends, family, with whoever, man. And I do so like I said, we will be off next week because performing on the road next weekend, but we'll be back the week after that. But in the meantime, I do want to get the Discord going. I do want to I want to build a community on Twitter. Because I know, like, we have listeners from all over. So the listeners should be able to join the community together. Whereas, like, y'all could kind of just talk about the pod together. Whether that be, or just talk about whatever together. Whether that be.
Do that right now.
Yeah, whether that be, like, talking about your favorite parts of an episode or your favorite parts of past episodes, things like that. Just what cities you in. Just a way to connect with each other. So...
If you want to post pictures of your feet on there, that's fine too.
Yeah, I want to know what cities those feet in. But yeah, man, we'll definitely catch y'all soon though. So yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all tuning in for another episode, and we out of here. I'm Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante Morris,
and we out.